Welcome to Office Hours at TradersPost for November 25th, 2025. I'm your host, Peter Hartman, part of the marketing team here at TradersPost, alongside Mike Christensen, co-founder and CSO. We are always working to make TradersPost better day in and day out. Each week, we take a deep dive into all things TradersPost, answering your questions, gathering your feedback, and helping you get the most out of the best advanced trade execution engine available. To that end, we encourage you to submit your questions in the chat, and we'll get to them at the end of the stream. Today's stream is brought to you by Blue Sky, the best-in-class prop firm that offers same-day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. But we'll tell you more about them later. First, a little housekeeping. All right, let's get that housekeeping here. Black Friday. Ho ho, Black Friday. Yes.
It's the week for it.
It's definitely the week for it. We got great deals here. I'm going to pull this up here. Black Friday sale happening now. 40% off. What? Did he say 40% off? Did he say 40%? 40% off. New subs and upgrading subs. Either upgrade to a higher plan or upgrade from monthly to the yearly. So if you've been waiting, this is the moment you've been waiting for. It's probably our biggest discount of the year.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're waiting, wait no more. Get it right now and take the opportunity. There are other Black Friday sales going on with TradersPost and other companies. You can get everything that you need, include TradersPost in that discount packet that you've been looking for. Make your 2026 even better with the advanced trade execution engine known as TradersPost. We also have, there's no price action live on Thursday and Friday due to Thanksgiving. Oh, Thanksgiving. You guys have it on the wrong day. I keep forgetting that your Thanksgiving is on the wrong day.
The wrong day?
Yeah, it's in October.
Thursday of the month.
No, it's in October. Everybody in Canada knows it's. Yeah, that's the right day.
For you Canadians up north.
So yes, no price action live on Thursday and Friday, but there will be price action live tomorrow, right? On Wednesday?
Yep, we'll do one more tomorrow.
Awesome. So tune in for that before the holiday kicks in. Blueprint on Thursday is about Lux Algo's new AI backtesting tool. So that's pretty cool. And then there's no after hours on Friday. I'm told markets are closed on Thursday and they open at 1 on Friday. So I guess
that sounds right. For a short session, not one I want to trade. It's usually a choppy electronic session that I have no interest in. So we'll be back at it Monday morning.
Awesome. All right, cool. Excellent. Mike, how you been?
Doing well.
Good.
Just got done with a podcast, contributed some conversation there and jumped right here into office hours. Happy to and excited to answer some customer questions.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to get to the questions here in just a moment, but I did want to bring up a video. So there's these videos on TradersPost for setting up strategies. Let's go and pull that up here. All right, so the video I want to show you here is one of 4 that's on our TradersPost channel. In fact, let me pull up my screen so you can see that here a little bit better. All right, so I'll just go back here before we get the video started, just so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so we have add a stocks strategy to TradingView, add an option strategy, add a future strategy, and add a crypto strategy. You can see that here. These videos are live on their traders. Trevor from TradersPost, he created these. So I want to show you the stock strategy just to give you an idea of how to set that up using TradersPost, connecting that to TradingView. It's 11 minutes long. I'm going to play it on double speed. I probably won't play it all, but I want to give you just a little tidbit of what you can expect and how you can connect this, because I think this is a popular question that people have. So let's roll that.
In this video, I will show you how to set up a TradingView strategy with JSON formatted alerts to send via webhook to a TradersPost stocks strategy. I'll show you how to subscribe to the strategy and send those trades to your broker. Before we start, I wanted to show you how all of this will look when we're done with this video. So starting with TradersPost, we have a strategy, we have a subscription to the strategy, and I have a paper broker. If we go back to the strategies page and click signals, you can see that 2 signals have come in so far, a buy and a sell. We go back over to TradingView. The strategy that I have on the chart is called Momentum Strategy. It's built into TradingView. It's a free strategy with TradingView. You can see that there was a trade at 12:30 for a long, and then a short at 12:47. And those are the 2 trades that we have here. We have one alert that has our strategy JSON in it. If we double click it, we can see that the strategy JSON is pasted into the message field, and we have the webhook for the strategy here. If you click the log, the alert log, we can see both of these alerts here. The biggest piece of advice when people are setting up a new strategy or an indicator in TradingView and they want to have it go to TradersPost is that you want to have your TradingView alert log be correct and make sense, not have multiple alerts all being sent out at the same time. Make sure the message makes sense. Think of it, if this alert was being sent to someone that was sitting next to you at a desk, could they follow the directions? You can work on this for a good amount of time before it's actually ready for TradersPost. I would recommend starting in TradingView if that's where your strategy and indicator live, and getting it so that your alert log JSON in it, and we have the web. We have our strategy added onto our TradingView chart. We have our alert with the strategy JSON in it, and we have the webhook URL. That's how it goes. So now that you've seen the end result, I'm going to delete all this so we can start fresh and you can follow me step by step. Okay, so we're going to start in TradersPost. We're going to create our strategy. And I know that might be a little bit confusing because there's a strategy inside of TradingView, there's a strategy inside of TradersPost. Think of a strategy almost as an address for your house, and the trades are being sent to this address, and you are subscribing to that address. So if we click, starting from the left menu, click strategies, there should be nothing here. If you have something here, you'll still follow the same instructions. New strategy. We're going to name this Momentum Stocks Strategy. Asset class is stocks, style is systematic. I won't touch any of these things. Another piece of advice, a lot of the defaults you should probably leave and you can always change them later. We're going to save this. This next screen is the subscription default settings. So whatever we change here, every time that we subscribe to our strategy, those will be the settings that will be applied to that subscription. So starting from the top, we're going to leave the ticker thing alone. Under sides, we're going to put both.
All right. So that's as much as I'll play of that, but it gives you some insight as to, look, if you're confused about how to use the service, then you can see these videos and you can follow along. Set up that strategy. Give yourself the Christmas gift. The Thanksgiving gift of setting up a strategy on TradersPost. And you can do that to the dulcet tones of Trevor, the one and only Trevor here at TradersPost. Highly recommend you go and check out those videos. They're actually very well done. All right. Let me make sure I got my chat set up here in case anybody's sending any messages. Oh, Thomas is the only one sending messages, so not important at all. All right. So we got some questions here today. Before we do that, is there something we should talk about? Is there anything that we should talk about? Do you have any Thanksgiving plans? Right?
Just hang out with family as usual.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. For us, for American Thanksgiving, we just, here in Canada, we just, all the TV shows have Thanksgiving. I hate watching TV shows that have themes for the holidays. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like I'll binge watch seasons and then like it's the middle of summer and then they're talking about Christmas and I'm like, I don't want this. Like I'm out of the vibe. This Community episode this time around is about Christmas and I'm out of the vibe. But I do like seeing the YouTube videos that pop up in my feed of your turkey sucks. This is how to make great juicy turkey. If you eat this turkey recipe, you'll never eat anything else ever again. I like those.
I like the confidence behind that for sure. Every year somebody's got a better, turkey recipe. So, I
mean, is there really a good turkey recipe? I mean, look, okay, can you make turkey good? Probably. Better than chicken, better than steak, better than pig? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd like a good steak for Thanksgiving. Turkey is like the last on my list in terms of meats I enjoy.
Totally. You got to put a lot of stuff on turkey. You got to put cranberry and a bunch of gravy and stuff it with another meat. Then it becomes great.
And I don't mean to be, anti-Thanksgiving, but I just don't know. As a pragmatist, I don't know if it's worth all the effort. I can make a great steak in less time, and we can all enjoy some great food without having to put the 6 hours into the effort.
100%. All right, the new tradition has started. Prime rib Thanksgiving.
Absolutely, I'm game. Let's go.
All right, we got some great questions here to get to. Let's pull up the first one. All right, question numero uno. This is from Ubin Y. How can I find out the returns for each strategy? The returns for each strategy.
That is coming. We don't yet have that in place, but we are going to be introducing our analytics package soon, which will give you those types of insights at a strategy level and an independent account level, as well as at the trade level. So keep an eye out. It's coming in the next couple months here.
It's coming in the next couple of months. Yet another reason to get the TradersPost Black Friday special, 40% off, because we got some cool stuff coming for you in 2026. I don't even know if I should go through the list of things, but I won't. But we got some cool things coming. That's for sure.
Don't give everything away, Peter.
That's right. That's right. But don't be the one who's missing out.
That's right.
All right. Next up here, we got Samantha Barley in the chat giving us a wave. Hello. Hi, Samantha. Good to see you in the chat. All right. If I want multiple accounts to fire the same alerts, do I just clone the subscription and connect to a different broker? I want multiple accounts to fire the same alerts using different stop loss and take profit and position size. This is from Connor L. Good question.
Yep. And you can do it that way. You can clone the subscription just to copy the basic settings and then dial in some adjustments with the different broker that you've selected. Or you can just go back to the original strategy and click the subscribe button in order to choose the next broker that you want to add. It will gather the default subscription settings that you have set in the strategy, and then you can dial in those settings to be specific to the broker. I know for me, I like to set my position size relative to the drawdown of each account. So I set different position sizings with different broker accounts on the prop firm side.
Awesome. Oh, I just remembered something I wanted to say for the previous question here regarding how can I find out the returns for each strategy. If I'm not mistaken, we can export signals and trades from TradersPost now.
You can now, yeah. If you hit the export button, you can export what's listed there. I think you can also select all and export the information, and it just comes back in a CSV format. So that at least gets people to a point where they can now start exporting and analyzing some of the information. And then if they have the ability to, analyze that on their own or import it into another journaling software, that's definitely a road we're trying to support.
Another journaling software, that can be something like TradeZilla?
Yeah, correct.
Awesome. Excellent. All right. We've got Adventura Trader in the chat. You made it. Yeah, you did. Welcome, Adventura. All right. Next question. Will using the same subscription on another broker slow down the signal time? In other words, I learned that from the last show. In other words, do multiple subscriptions have an impact on the execution speed of a trade? This is from Nicholas.
Absolutely not. And that is the beauty of TradersPost. We have built the infrastructure such that when you send a signal in, your signal gets picked up by multiple service workers that are waiting in the background for your trade signal. And when that happens, all those service workers execute your trade concurrently, meaning that it all happens at the same time. It's all simultaneous. So one service worker can't really inhibit another service worker from executing that trade. It's also the reason why sometimes when people send in two signals at the same time, one for entry and one for exit, those two events can cause race conditions where the exit occurs before the entry because they're not conditional and they don't happen in sequential order. So it is very important to make sure your trades are timed out, but our system is built in a way in which everything happens concurrently, and that helps keep things very robust and extremely fast.
That's a big selling point, right? Like compared to other copy traders, like they have a leader follower account. I think I've heard you say this, Mike. And if one fails, you can have failures down the line.
That's right.
I think Tom said on Price Action Live that was brought up, right? Somebody who lost a bunch of accounts because of this exact thing.
Yeah, there've been some service failures from some of the other vendors out there where, a trade fails or the take profit and stop loss brackets don't get set up properly. And we just don't see that kind of thing happen on our platform just due to the nature of how we built the system.
Look, TradersPost is just better. I don't know. Am I biased? Yeah,
I don't know.
Biased.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Next up from Liaquat T, is this TradersPost account linked to Tradovate, which has a daily profit limit setting? In other words, does TradersPost respect risk management features on Tradovate?
Absolutely. Yep. Great question. This is actually a feature I use myself every day. I don't want to have to keep track of daily profit limits or even my own user defined risk limits. So I'll just send the signals to TradersPost. And if those limits are hit, then I know that the account is going to end up in liquidation only. And each incoming trade after that will just get rejected. So we do, of course, respect the liquidation rules of those accounts, because Tradovate will just send us an API response back that says that the account is in liquidation mode only, which also means that we can only exit positions at that point. So if you do send us an exit signal and your account is in liquidation only, that will get honored. It will exit the position for you, of course.
So do I have it right to say that whatever your broker settings will take precedent over whatever is happening in TradersPost?
Yes, that's correct. The broker settings are designed that way to where it doesn't matter if the signal comes from TradersPost or not.
Fantastic. Okay, so that makes things like if you're ever worried that TradersPost will gum up the works, it won't, right? Your signal comes in, TradersPost does its magic, it sends it to the broker, but whatever you have set at the broker, that's what's going to determine what's going to happen. So
That's right.
your risk management is all set. Well, that's good.
That's correct. Yep.
Fantastic. Jean-Christophe L asks, can I send you a webhook from my own Python trading bot? Yes.
Absolutely. We have a lot of people who do this. Actually, they'll set up their own environment, something in Python or Node.js or whatever programming language you want. The nice thing about JSON and webhooks is that it is language agnostic. So it doesn't really matter what environment you're running. You just send off the webhook request and we'll execute the trade for you. It is definitely possible to kind of set up your own pricing engine, your own idea engine, where your trade signals are coming from your own environment, and then you just send the signal to us to actually execute the trades for you. I know for me, another way I do it is I have the live price feed that's available in my local environment, and I have a Chrome extension that I've used that sends the signals directly from my computer to TradersPost through a background process that I'm running. So there are definitely a lot of cool, sophisticated ways in which you can send signals to TradersPost.
One of the reasons I love TradersPost is I've sent signals in all kinds of ways. I've sent it through Manus AI, which is this AI tool, Claude Code, Shortcuts app on iPhone. You can send out that signal to the webhook, and Bob's your uncle. So what is it? What's the Disney movie? Let your imagination be your guide. No, conscience. It's conscience be your guide. It's Pinocchio.
We can retool it for our purposes, though.
Yes, let your imagination run wild and see what you on X. In the AI community on X, people keep saying you can just do things, you can just build things, and TradersPost makes that possible for you.
That's true.
All right, we got three questions left here. But before we do that, I want you to hear a word from our sponsor.
Looking for a prop firm that actually plays nice with automation? Meet Blue Sky, built for serious traders. And with TradersPost, it just clicks. You connect Blue Sky inside TradersPost, route your TradingView signals to paper or funded accounts, and let it auto-manage entries, stops, and targets. You control risk per trade, filter by session and symbol, and pause or resume with a single switch. Every fill is easy to review in one dashboard. Funded accounts can request payouts daily with launch plans starting at $49. Get funded with Blue Sky. Execute with TradersPost. Apply today at bluesky.pro, BLUSKY.pro, and plug in your edge. Trading involves risk. Use proper risk management.
In the chat here, we have Tom saying that I'm looking forward to the market giving me a break on Thursday. Well, there's still crypto. Is that how you feel about it, Mike? Does the market give you a break on holidays?
It does get slower. People take the time off. So what's usually participating in the market is algorithms and people addicted to the markets.
I gotcha. All right, good. Let's see here. From Pawan K, they ask, why is my trade rejected and says my subscription is only for Bullish? Depends on what you got for your settings there.
Yeah, we'd have to take a closer look, but if you're trying to send a sell signal when there is no open position, then we're going to assume that that is a short sell attempt. And if that's the case, and you have your strategy set to bullish only, then we can't accept that trade, obviously. So in all likelihood, if you just look at the list of reasons that a trade doesn't get executed, you're probably seeing something that says that there is no open position for the asset or symbol you're trying to trade. Your strategy is set to bullish only, and so it couldn't open a short position.
All right, maybe I should just show what that might look like where that setting is.
Sure.
So if I go here into my TradersPost dashboard, okay, so I'm going to go to my subscription. I'm going to click on edit. And down here, I see allow sides. Is this it?
Yeah, that would allow you to change the strategy from bullish to both, and that can allow you to send short signals and long signals. But if he prefers that it only goes bullish, then that was a valid response. It was valid because there was no open position at the time that you sent the sell signal in.
Right.
This can happen too when people send, let's say, a buy signal and a sell signal, and we've exited the position, and then all of a sudden there's another sell signal that shows up. That third trade is going to get rejected because there's no open position, and that can sometimes lead to confusion.
I see. But that everything is working as it should. There's no
Most likely, but we can look more closely if you reach out to us on support.
Awesome. Cool. Matthew H asks, I'm testing out the webhooks my strategy is generating. Is it possible to force the trades to complete now, even when the market is closed, so I can test TradersPost's ability to update with the signals I'm sending? How can I simulate the orders taking place at current market price?
Sure. Easiest thing to do is to create an alert on TradingView. Let me share my screen here, Peter.
Yes.
Let's just say I want to test an alert on SPY. I'll go to my stock strategy. We'll just choose this one, for example.
I'm sorry, Mike. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to load the screen up here. All right. And desktop 2. Yes, go for it.
Okay. So the easiest thing to do is to build an order first on TradersPost. So I'll build just a buy order of SPY, and I'm going to take the signal template from this, and I'm going to save it. So this will be my SPY long entry. I'll choose TradingView as my source, and I'll set the ticker to be hard coded because I know for sure I want it to buy SPY. And this includes the placeholders on TradingView that I'm going to need for my alert. Let me just copy this payload, and I'll click save here. And now my SPY long entry template is now available in my account in this particular strategy. And then what I'm going to do is head over to TradingView. And instead of worrying about whether the indicator is going to throw off a signal, if you just want to get in right now, then what I would do is just come over here and create a new alert and say price is greater than 0, because it always will be, unless it's crude oil futures, which can sometimes go negative. But in the case of SPY, it will always be a positive number. So price greater than 0, we'll trigger it only once. And I'm going to paste in that message that I got from TradersPost. And then the next thing I need to do is grab my webhook URL. So I'll copy that. And then under notifications, I'll paste in the webhook URL. Now, when I create this, I'm going to disable my strategy here so you can see the signal once I create it. The moment I hit create, that's going to throw off an alert that gets sent to TradersPost. So now if I come back to my strategy and I click on signals, you can see this buy SPY signal has come through with the signal price and the time and the interval and everything that was available. No trades got executed because I disabled the strategy so that it didn't actually buy SPY. Is probably a good idea to buy it right now, but I don't want to.
I gotcha. All right. And
so that's an easy way to do it. Just create a price is greater than 0 alert. And then at any point you want to test that again, just hit the play button again, and it will send the alert off again.
But that's only going to work when the market is open, right?
That's right. Sorry. So I guess I did miss the context there, that this is involved in with the market is closed. If the market is closed, The only other way that you can send a test signal to us is to go over to the dashboard of your strategy. Let's say we choose SPY and I go to buy. I can click buy here. And what that's going to do is actually issue a real order at that point, and it'll send it through as a signal. If the market is closed, though, it's going to be set as a market order on open of the next day. It won't get executed right away unless your strategy settings have dictated that it can be traded in extended session for stocks. So if the market is definitely completely closed and there's no way to execute the trade, unfortunately, it'll just sit there as a resting order until the market opens.
Right.
But at least you can test the incoming signal and make sure it's being sent properly.
Right. Awesome. All right. Before we get to our last question, I want to remind everyone that we do office hours every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We show you a little bit about TradersPost, but it's a great opportunity for you to get understanding of something that you're working on. If you have a question, if you're here during the live stream, you can ask your question in the chat, but then you can also submit that in support and we'll get those answers there for you as well. We're always looking to make TradersPost awesome, better for you day in and day out, and this depends on your feedback, which we value greatly. All right. Last question. Oh, the whole point of that was like and subscribe. There you go. That's what I should have said. If I have a trailing stop loss, what if I get into a position and it never turns positive, but starts with negative return from point of entry? What happens? Will I be stuck in the trade? Should I hard code a second stop in my strategy? This is from Carl B.
Well, the first thing we need to determine is if your trailing stop loss is written into your script on PineScript or whatever you're using to send the signal, or if that's a trailing stop loss with the broker. If you get into a position with the broker and you've told it that you want, let's say, a $15 trailing stop loss, even if it never turns negative, it would just go right down to that $15 point and then exit your position. Your code should be written the same way as well. If the price immediately turns against you and goes down to a trigger point that should issue a stop loss, then it would just send an alert off and exit the position. But again, we need to clarify where the trailing stop is. If it's with the broker, it will execute at that trailing stop point that you've defined, regardless if it moves up in your favor or immediately starts turning against you.
So I understood the second part of what you're saying, that it depends on if your trailing stop is with the broker, it depends on what your broker, how your broker handles that. But what did you mean by if it's in your, did you say in your strategy, in your?
Yeah, if you've written it into your PineScript and you're monitoring the incoming price and adjusting a point in which an alert is going to fire, then it would basically behave the same way as it would with the broker.
Okay.
When you first execute the trade, you should simultaneously set the trailing stop loss trigger as well at some defined point from your entry price.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Well, it's sad now. I used to watch this kid show when I was a kid, well, obviously. And I can't remember what the show was, but she'd hold up a mirror and she'd start saying, you know, I see you, Billy. I see you, David. I see you, Samantha. And it was just signaled that it was the end of the show. And I remember every time she'd hold up that mirror, I just start crying because my show is over. Oh, no, it's done. And that's the point we've reached at here today with Mike here and myself. Why did I bring that up? There was a better way to end the show than that. But
No,
the show,
sentimental. I'm imagining little Peter here like crying because the show's over.
to say, I see Billy, I see John. I'm like, no. But that's it for us here today. But no fret, we'll be back Wednesday tomorrow, Mike and Tom, for Trading the Open. And then, of course, next week, the show goes on. If we don't see you, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for enjoying TradersPost. And if you haven't tried it out yet, Black Friday's on right now, 40% off, the best deal you're going to get. Go ahead and check that out. But Mike, wishing you a good, well, I'm not going to wish you anything. I'm going to see you tomorrow. All right. So I'll keep my wishes to myself.
That is true. But I appreciate your well wishes as well.
So, all right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe. And as always, happy trading.
Cheers, everybody.